With the mission of improving livelihoods through creating better economic opportunities in rural communities, the Belize Rural Development Program, BRDP, embarked on Phase 2 of its initiative in February 2010. It is funded from a grant of 14 million euros from the European Union, a contribution of 1.2 million euros from the government of Belize, and 800,000 euros from local partners. The project has had a major impact on small and medium enterprises through its work with agencies such as the Young Women's Christian Association, the Toledo Cacao Growers Association, the Belize Botanical Gardens, and the Belize Tourism Board. Under the BRDP2, the cacao farmers received assistance to rehabilitate 200 acres of farms stricken with a fungal disease known as Monilia.
In 2007, we did the pilot project here in San Jose, which was affected by Monilia disease. Monilia came in the country, in Belize, in 2004. TCJ decided to lobby for some additional funding now to do this rehabilitation and the pruning program for farmers through the European Union. And the European Union did approve the funding based on the proposal submitted by TCJ. And today, 3 years or 4 years later, the European Union, I guess, are doing an evaluation.
TCJs see that we need more cacao, did like that too. So when TCJ came in, they find a project to really help us. So they give us some more seed to make our field grow more. I'm expecting at least more production this year. Last month then, we harvested about 11 buckets of cacao beans. I think that's the height, I'm telling you, that's the height of the production.
We have about 71 farmers who have benefited from the program, and a total of 271 acres of farms that was rehabilitated then at the time. And we have at least 11 communities that benefited from it. San Jose is one of the major communities, San Antonio, Quiquihute, Mayamopan, Santa Cruz. Those are the few that I can comment on.
Another form of agriculture is horticulture, an artistic form of cultivation and gardening. BRDP2 provided specialized horticulture training for several youth in Western Belize.
We're training them in job skills that they can use right away when they finish the 10-week training.
At the ending of the training, some of them would burst into tears saying they came here knowing nothing, now they go back with all this information. And then we had employers calling us wanted gardeners. So we recommended these gardeners to these employers, and about 80% of them are doing very, very well. I've had messages from the employers, I have messages from the students themselves thanking us for giving them this big opportunity, thanking EU, European Union, thanking Belize Botanic Garden, thanking the Floyd Jungle Lodge for this opportunity that we have given. And for that, for me, I mean, to change a person's life like that is just incredible.
Now being here at the course, I really realized that I need to further my education. I was planning to take night classes, so do high school and stuff, because I want to also do studying about pest control. I want to be able to be a botanist in the future.
My ultimate career goal is to be a botanist and a conservationist, and gardening is a good first step.
This job that I got thanks to the European Union has helped me contribute to my family, and my father has been able to retire so that he takes a little rest and I can help them in the electricity, in the food, and the water bills.
It's a good opportunity, it's a nice opportunity that they have provided us.
Y estoy muy contenta porque él ha ido a hacer aprender bastante de ahí, y ahora puedo ver que él tiene un talento que sacar adelante.
I'm proud of him because he has learned what I didn't learn. What he learned at Botanical Garden is getting him higher because he's working for himself, so I don't have to give him shillings.
Financial empowerment was also the emphasis of the project, titled Expanding Economic Opportunities Through Entrepreneurship and Market Development, EOM, funded by this EU initiative.
We applied for the BRDP through the EOM project because we felt that we can help more rural women.
They have made a lot of opportunities for women on a whole, because we have only heard about these trainings, the trainings that are happening in Belize City and in Dangriga and in Cacao, but it has never reached Toledo. And so I cannot thank them enough for what they are doing.
I was referred to Miss Regina Campbell at YWCA, and that's how I got started at YWCA, and I think that was in 2012, thereabout. This building under which we sit was funded. I had a grant of $5,000 from them / the EU Union that I built this building with, labor not included. And so that's how this is right where it is at the moment.
Two young ladies, the Canto sisters that live in San Antonio, Cacao, they were part of BRDP 1. And through BRDP 1, they received training in cake decorating and sewing. And based on that training and the confidence that they built, they were able to start their own business, which is very successful today. So under BRDP 2, we went back, found that they took the skills, the knowledge that they had learned, and had ran with it, and are very successful in their village. So under BRDP 2, we decided to assist them when it comes to business mentoring and technical support, how to have a successful business, as well as providing them with financial resources in the form of a $22,000 grant.
Y estoy muy contenta porque nos han dado esta casa que vamos a comenzar a trabajar, a poner cake, vamos a hacer vestidos de damas y en nuestro futuro estamos pensando poner como telas, zip, cosas de costura y de pastel para vender y un poco del turista. Con este estoy muy agradecida, gracias. Con este proyecto he ido adelante porque me ha beneficiado, porque en el comienzo yo no podía mucho con el trabajo, por el tiempo y con el grant, con la máquina, con ese y el training que nos han dado, pues nosotros hemos ido escalando cada paso con eso. Y con eso me ha beneficiado en mi familia y he beneficiado porque he ayudado a mi esposo con este.
Belize's tourism industry supports 1 in 4 jobs, and the BRDP2 also achieved substantial improvements in working conditions for Belizeans employed in tourism. 9 tourism sites were rehabilitated, 3 tourism markets were constructed, and food and arts and crafts suppliers received training to improve their enterprises. Critical health and safety training was also provided for tour guides and rangers.
Recently, we signed into law the health and safety standards for archaeological parks, which are a set of standards, minimum standards that we should adhere to just to provide an element of safety for the visitors at these archaeological sites. Also, in meeting the EU's objective, especially in the area of health and safety, we are also engaged in ensuring that our park staff, as well as key stakeholders, which are the tour operators and tour guides, have some element of training, especially in the area of search and rescue, cave rescue, and that sort of thing.
When it comes to the safety regulations, especially like what we went through yesterday, which was a cruise ship day, just giving an example on that one, is that El Castillo is getting overcrowded. As what I noticed yesterday, we had up to three groups of cruise ship, which each groups of cruise ship, there are over 30 people. Remember, we don't have railings up there, we don't have anything, so it's something we try to keep it natural, but we need the help too. As guides, we're trying our best. As rangers, they're trying their best. One fell already from the temple. We as guide, good thing I have training from the fire department, most of us, and then most of us have different type of training. We could have handled it.
The BRDP2 has also financed larger scale infrastructural upgrades. More specifically, the access road to one of Belize's most culturally vibrant communities, Hopkins Village in the Stanwick district, received a major facelift with the paving of 4.5 miles of road.
When we heard that the project was going to start, European Union, they were going to fund it, we were very happy. Now we see that it's coming to be a reality.
During the rainy season, we always had issues with flooding, where the road would be underwater for weeks. With the improvement for the shore, that's definitely going to improve access.
The tourists usually pass going maybe Placencia. At worst, after Placencia Road was paved, usually, but by this week we will get more tourists and locals coming into the village and bruise up the business.
So we will see more investors coming into the community, because when you have proper infrastructure, more people will come and look to invest. More people in this community will buy more vehicles.
Okay, on behalf of the residents of Hopkins Village, I would like to thank the European Union for providing us with a road, and also to begin a relationship that we think is going to be an ongoing one.
The BRDP2, in seeking to implement a holistic program to bolster rural economic growth, also funded the upgrade of several market facilities.
They approached the European Union for grant funding to uplift this place, and so in last year this began just over a year ago. The renovation of this parking lot, the post office parking lot, and the parking lot in the Garden City Market area, and also the Civic Center.
Closer to where the hub is, the bus terminal also, this is the hub. This is where the crowd, the walking pedestrians are, and that's a benefit for me.
El lugar ya está apropiado, está mejor para poder vender y la gente lo ve más bueno, adecuado para mí, está mejor.
Well, this will be the first time we will have a market here in Benque, because the one that usually people go and buy is there at San Ignacio at Cacao. Usually everybody goes and buy over there. So we will have more advantage for us that everything that we take out over here, our same people would buy it, and then we'll have people from other places that will come and buy over here.
Actually, the project is almost over more than $500,000. It's close to $650,000, so it's a very big project, and I know that as you see the video, well, you will see that it's a nice building that we are constructing, and I hope that the Benqueños will take pride on it and they will make the best use of it, which is what we want.
Before they build this market, maybe like 1,000 to 1,500 people come and buy the market. But right now, with this market, like 3,000 to 4,000 people come and buy.
I think presently we have, with the permanent and temporary vendors, we have about between 120 and 150 vendors per week coming at the market. Before the new market was built, that was about 100 people. So it has increased somewhat over the years since the new market has been built. No?
The Maya people come for PG, for selling vegetables. Sometimes the people come for Corozal, they come for Cacao, for sale. I think the market benefit people because then like be more security for your stuff then. Yeah, no kind of security yet.
I think the community appreciate the market, will make use of it, and we have great hopes for independence to grow and grow and grow.
This is a very crucial, critical project to this community. In terms of cost effectiveness, we cannot replace human health, and so I believe that this is a well overdue project for this particular community.
We really need a new market. Because all the years that we were selling here, the 10 years that we were selling here, we had to sell along still along the road. Right now we're selling like 2 days a week. But later on, once we have a style where we can keep our stuff, we want to sell at least 3 or 4 times a week.
This project is in the neighborhood of $800,000 to $900,000. It's not easily come across. So on behalf of the citizens, I would like to thank the European Union for assisting us with this particular project.
The BRDP2 has also achieved major improvement in access to health services through enhanced neonatal and maternal services, as well as strengthening vector control.
Since March last year, I started training as a community health worker for the village. Before that, I was a stay-home mom. But then with the training, we get different training every month or as often as a training come up.
Now I'm happy because I can go out with all the security and go out and check the people's pressure and glucose without giving bad readings. Well, I think that's good, and I also enjoy.
For me, it is very important that we have health workers, because for us to do a pregnancy test, way to Corozal is difficult because we have to pay taxi and go early, and just here, just a text or call, go to her house, or she comes, and that's more easier, or to check our pressure, and just call she or go to her house. Isn't so far more closer than going with Corozal.
The workshops and the training benefits not only me but my entire community, because I can help anyone that comes here. Maybe I cannot cure them, but for that while, if they have a wound or something, a cut, I can do something to prevent it getting worse. Meanwhile, they arrive at the hospital. And what really makes me glad is that we can also avoid a lot of stillbirths and also complications during pregnancies because of this training.
The major service that we offer here in the community hospital is the maternity ward. As you know, at the moment, before we had only 5 beds. We had to duplicate the amount of beds now. Now we have 10 beds here in maternity ward, not including those of pre-delivery and the 2 beds for delivery, which is one of the new equipment we got from the EU. And as you can see, which is going to help us immensely. Also all the villages where they have their rural health nurses, our quality of control, prenatal control. Obviously they don't be coming to Corozal Hospital every month. So we have specific nurses in specific areas, logistically stationed, so that the mothers could easily access the health service. So what they do is they come here to do their blood tests, and once they come to their blood tests, the MCH nurses try to show them the environment and what we offer and what we give as our maternal and child health service. So they're already aware. They already know the process. They already know what they need to go through. So they go through their 8 months control, and then on their last month they do a close control with our nurses here in Corozal, which we have a very big service offered to also the villages as far as Arteneja and as close as let's say in San Narciso and Libertad and those places, Caledonia as well, Concepcion too.
Better access to health services doesn't just avoid travel hassle. It can also mean far less suffering for persons who become afflicted with communicable diseases transmitted by mosquitoes such as malaria, dengue, or hemorrhagic dengue.
Sí, 2 veces me va pegando aquí, pero la vez pasada no fue tanto, rapidito me pasó. Esta vez sí me sentía un poco débil porque no podía ir a trabajar. Somos 5, todos, pero a ellos no les ha afectado el dengue, solo a mí. Solo a mí es que me ha caído ahorita, a ellos no, ellos están bien.
Pues yo cuando me pega paludismo me agarra dolor de cabeza, dolor de hueso, frío, solo acostada quiero pasar, no me da hambre. Una vez cuando estaba embarazada del niño.
At the moment we have 4 positive cases here in the district for malaria. During the past 2 years we had about roughly 75-80 cases. That's for 2012-2013 compared to 2014 in which we have only 4 cases from January up to July of this year. What has contributed to this drop is, as I mentioned before, the drainage system here in the village, okay, and the spraying that we do.
Food safety is another public health concern. At the market facilities, consumers need to be assured that the products sold to them meet acceptable standards of quality. The Belize Bureau of Standards is the key link in this chain which connects the producer with the consumer. They too are included in BRDP 2.
Well, the current project under the Belize Rural Development Project 2 is to develop and establish a national metrology laboratory for the country. Metrology is one of the pillars of quality infrastructure, and quality infrastructure includes standardization, metrology, testing and quality. This is important not only for the firm, but it's important for consumers in general, because we also have the responsibility to ensure that goods and services that are produced in the country are safe and healthy to consumers, and that they are also safe and healthy for the environment. If you look at bleach, there is an established standard for bleach at the national level, and the Bureau sets the rules, the guidelines, the specifications for bleach to be produced in the country to meet certain specifications. The lab itself has the ability to, will have the ability to measure, to test their equipment, their volumetric flask, their pipettes, thermometers. We will have that ability to calibrate their equipment so that whenever they are producing, that the measurements that they take are accurate. Well, the project will fund 2 things, the equipment and the building. The equipment is to the tune of 1.1 million Belize dollars, and the physical infrastructure for the installation of the labs is 2.5 million Belize dollars. So total roughly about 3.6 million Belize dollars.
The BRDP2 also provided support for visionary industry expansion to meet the growing demand for more diverse meat products. This has opened up prospects for a new export commodity from Belize. This dimension of the project takes into account the need for built-in resilience to adverse conditions associated with climate change.
Under the food security, what is involved is the establishment of 50 vegetable gardens in these 3 communities that I mentioned, and as well the establishment of 4 vegetable gardens in 4 primary schools in the area, right? And we believe that through the establishment of vegetable gardens in primary schools, we will be able to reach children and young people, and that we'll be able to
encourage them to become involved in agricultural production at an early age, while at the same time be able to contribute to things like the school feeding program.
We have in Belize the 2/3 of the pie. The 2/3 of the pie. I've been repeating what my Minister for Rural Development says. I admire him very much. He said they said our poverty is like 32% in the Belize district. But he said we have the land and the people, and that's 2/3. All we need is the other third, a little finance. And we're so thankful for that finance today.
The fact that there's little sheep and goat in the country, I saw the potential for marketing as a huge potential in marketing, because there's limited sheep and goat in this country. I know about. I'm also aware of the Mexican demand for these products as well. No? Again, for ladies, they are small animals, no? So it's easier for ladies to handle. Even their kids can get involved because they're small animals. No? And so my kids, they do most of the caring of for the sheep and the goat. No? Their milk and everything. So I see that's something that could benefit the youths and also the women. No?
Right now I have 12 sheep, and with the help, they will assist me with 6 more, 5 female and 1 male and a goat. Well, I would like up to 75 head of sheep, and by reaching that goal, if you had good breeding sheep, that shouldn't take you long. At least you can get almost 3 sets of sheep per year. And most of the sheep that I raise mostly have twins or 3 babies. I hardly have sheep that had 1 kid. Sometimes they have 4, but very rare when they have 4.
So I would like to see more of these projects in our community, because Cookie Tree is a very big community. It's one of the largest community in the River Valley area, and this is the only project that is here for us. So we'd like to see more of these projects here in this village.
Rural enterprises financed under BRDP2 also include cultural craft enterprises.
We are trying to find a market that could sustain wood carving, because this is the home of wood carving. And not only me benefit from it, or me and my family benefit from it. The young guys, like I explained, that is around me right now, they benefit from it. Single parent benefit from it.
You know, most people are looking for something that has a function. You know, for instance, that bowls sells a lot and that people could use it, you know, for whatever purpose they want. And again, the line of product that make it the same product in different sizes, because that's what people are looking for.
Yes, I did went in to make like 7 new products, and they were successful on the market. That would be, we went into making napkin holders, paper towel holders, bangles, earrings, and it was from local stuff that we have right here. We didn't have to go and import anything. Like the wood, we make the bracelet and bangles. The coconut shell, we make the complete jewelry, maybe the set for your ankle bracelet and necklace and stuff like that.
Suppose you like one, or you know another friend that really want one. You understand? Or a company say, you know, or a gift shop say, you know what, man likes it then. And they are valuing this like something like about 400 Belize. There are a lot of people not they value the piece. They not they value their work. And then it end up that they just want to put food on their table, and they know they value the piece, and then they want to know upon the end of the year, I can't even buy one bicycle to go to work.
The beneficiaries of BRDP2 are grateful.
Just like once again to thank the European Union who sponsored the upliftment and the construction of our new market.
On behalf of my family, the committee, the market committee, the vendors, we would tell the European Union big thank you, because this is a project we were waiting for a long time, and they are the one who assisted us, and we know that we will take care of what they have implemented or what they have given us today. We would appreciate that very much.